In Bhutan, our great leaders thought right from day one that education was going to be the most important instrument in nation building. I often wonder how our world would be if there were no teachers, no schools, no children to animate our societies, our nations, and our life.
I wanted to become a royal bodyguard.
Police officer, guitarist,
Journalist, army officer,
dancer,
teacher.
a teacher. I want to become a teacher.
It is thanks to teachers in a supremely human occupation that are able to open the doors to knowledge and transform the world.
In the 1960s, as Bhutan stepped into modern education under His Majesty the Third King Jigme Dorji Wangchuk, teachers from India arrived to help shape a new future. They were more than educators, they were guides, mentors, and builders of generations. This is a story of one teacher and a tribute to all. Years later, a small team sets out, joined by a former colleague, crossing into India in search of the teacher who inspired thousands.
So this is our house?
This journey is more than distance. It is gratitude in motion.
Kuzu Zangpola. How are you, sir? Namaste.
So, you didn't inform?
No, this was not supposed to be informed.
My name is actually Ravindra Singh, but maximum students, they know me only RP Singh, even though they didn't know my complete name also. Some they came to know afterwards. I came back to India. So through Facebook, they came to know my complete name. So and I am running 71 years.
Lopön Kadrinche RP Singh jangan kai to samang pugira roka character that's a unique chola roka show actress soga names me Lopön gila me karoki chaja ketara phama da butrani.
He was one special person. His love for the students was so great, actually, so great. And those days, many of us, we stayed at his border. We longed for better meals. We longed for the affection. And he was always around to give us warmth of the parents and the guardian as a teacher.
RP Singh sir, if he sees a person who genuinely needed his help, he will approach and he will step forward and give his guidance more than our parents.
He used to give me that complaint regularly. Maybe like he thought that it would help me to grow a little bit taller.
He used to devote his time for the welfare of students, and I could vividly remember the type of services that he delivered, the care that he has, the love and affection that he has given to his students.
Impression that I have when I saw him first time was the way he dressed. Very neatly dressed, all the time in a formal set.
I think RP Singh sir used to come for a walk or evening stroll. He was so engrossed with the community in Mongar.
거기데 같이로 아니 나 아치리 나팁다 코글라메 아니 같이로 람데오기 집에니 두면 안 두스던 집이 가로 다 아치리 코페 이슬람 대행아 같이래 때 거기 와나 더불어서 슬람에 네 수때 똑똑했어.
I have seen many times, that he would come with the medicines to attend those students in the hostels, So he would come there, and I believe he was also a housemaster, so he would come with the medicines to attend some of the students in his house or in the dormitories.
And people used to avail his medications as well. And beyond his knowledge of chemistry, he used to apply that. He used to apply that knowledge to treat. I think it was for sinus or something like that. I was in class 7 in Mongar Junior High School. There was a Melnam Chinmo for a month-long activity in Mongar Public Ground. So we used to find RP Singh sir staying at the back of the tent and interacting with the local people there. And he used to have some kind of drops, I think, and then he used to apply, and people really appreciated it because it was effective.
One Lama was there, he was having asthma. So I gave him medicines. So he became fine somewhat.
From the plains of India to the quiet mountains of Bhutan, he arrived with little more than knowledge and hope. What began as a journey to teach became a lifetime of shaping hearts and futures.
I gave interview in about 2 years before, something like 1 or 2 years before, and they didn't call me. Suddenly they called me in the month of October that if you want to work in Bhutan and in this Samchi College of Education, you can come there. So I went there, I gave interview. So they posted me in Sarbang. So in the month of November, I got appointed. Okay, when schools were going to get closed, I got appointed. After in the month of April, I got transferred to Mongar.
RP Singh sir is one of a powerful teacher I had in Mongar High School.
So in actually this in life everything is pre-planned. From the childhood, whenever I used to draw mountains and rivers only. And finally I reached Bhutan. Maximum students used to come from farmers' family. And sometimes they were not studying. So students, whenever I used to ask, did you understand? Yes, sir. And afterwards when exam happened, result was 32% only. So I remember that, yes, sir. Then I took one long stick. Then asking chemical formulas, chemical symbols, everything. Then result became 98%.
Okay, immediate kalang ay pachasik pasrang ko machasik pasrang formula aksani 1 month before hang school ni 1 month formula aksani te boxing feels
jang to mahang chemicals for shit kunan no kita class ka photo chemicals for gym ni roki no mang puro gumi hanga question aksani.
I used to stay in the front bench, and then even if I know the answer, even if I have completed the homeworks on time, even if I scored good marks in the chemistry exam, sir used to give me that boxing frequently in the class. And at times I used to feel hurt, I used to feel angry, thinking that why this sir is really hating me. And then I think sir used to notice that in the class. So right after class he would call me in the lab, chemistry lab. He would give me chocolates. I ate so many chocolates from sir, and then sir used to console me. So why sir used to beat me time and again? Because he have seen a potential in me. Maybe sir thought that I can do better than this. I can score better than that. So I think that is the reason why sir used to be strict with me as well.
Yeah, our time, mainly what we used to find is, especially the Dzongkha teachers used to be the teacher who teaches you discipline. And we used to be very much scared of Dzongkha teachers. And Dzongkha teachers that time used to be from the monastic bodies, right? So that's how they have grown. And those are good lessons that I feel the current students are missing.
A student once spread a rumor in the classroom that evening study was cancelled and everyone should go watch Bagi film in the hall. Believing it, the students went. But the movie was only meant for the public, not for them. When the principal checked the classrooms and found them empty, he went straight to the hall and caught everyone there.
So next day, we were made to line up to get a bashing actually, a spanking. And one beautiful memory with Mr. RP Singh, he was the one who said, I cannot beat my students. We got a good thrashing from the other teachers, but he said, I cannot beat. So that's the best moment.
As a punishment, the students were made to construct steps near the boys' hostel. Those steps are still known today as the Bagi steps.
Oda mala gadang mapper makewa hagan kala. Roka mala I come to Tosang da Ponchu, Niashi Tutur Memchuril, Roka, Dainil Talilla.
I don't remember, but later on, my cousins, they were there at later stage, and I think it seems they received some blessings from him.
In classrooms filled with laughter, respect took on a playful voice. Students calling him by nicknames, each one a sign of affection, not mischief.
Yes, we used to call him, a group of us, we used to call him a cameraman, Parsongpa. In Shashu, we call it Parsongpa. Because he did not do business with photos. He used to give us free, but he was very fond of taking pictures. And during our time, when everything was scant and when everything was very scarce, to take pictures was something, beyond our thought, beyond our affordability. And it was almost like, owning a luxury car during that time.
For us, for me, especially for colleagues of my class, I see him as a scientist actually. Because he would refer himself as a scientist, he would say, I'm a scientist actually, I'm a scientist actually. So those days, scientist was a big name actually, somehow still today, but I think whenever I remember him with that name.
I don't remember, and nobody had told me also.
For RP Singh sir, no, I don't remember his nickname.
And they used to tell me, sir, you are a terror.
Although the workspaces were remote, resources were scarce, and teachers had to make personal sacrifices from their family lives, the Lopön Kadrinche teacher-student bonding was strong and memorable. However, the winds of change have swept through, and the influences of individualistic culture are gradually seeping into our society.
In the more recent past, one of the concerns that we have is the erosion of respect for teachers. Earlier on, the teacher was the only source of knowledge in the society. The teacher was the most educated person, so the community looked up to the teacher as the only source or the most important source of information and knowledge in the community. But today, there are so many competing sources of knowledge, and students, members of the society, can access information and knowledge from all these different diverse sources of knowledge. That could have been one of the reasons why there is this general breakdown in the kind of relationship between the students and their teachers.
Gumanilom teachers pagi hang ek patu parents pagi bo dikpe when ani anchome aga time gasho thing namninga anila das de to gidum 21 utawagi wakti mangpo waksa lokadini waksa hang ek chamo unu nyani ni teachers pakadasu when filana jioma school ga school la awa got pakamisho
tino namninga waktaraso kam got pakamtani ko pa aganga anelani lopön ga tidung nami sami chaja chilo chala tinamning na waktara sugi bo nishama loponte school lang ka sholarang to chaji gidi piska sholala to sangdap turbu chaja mawada buto thonga si mabe ashi mikhan narok tigi ahada dalu manjigido.
In terms of loyalty to your teachers, loyalty to your parents, to your senior citizens, I think there is some deterioration in terms of expressing their loyalty, love and affection to your seniors, to your teachers.
I am not sure whether the image of the teachers have really dwindled, but I can see that in society we still have a high regard for the teachers because the teachers, as I said, that they play a different role for the growth of our children or maybe for our students, and then I find that our society still have a very high regard for the teachers, and I'm sure that because of certain reasons the teachers are really overburdened, and then maybe because of that they might be shifting their job or maybe leaving the professions.
As I said, in future, I think in education what we need to have is we wish that education have a different set of cadre, different system, and also that we pay, if there is a good system in place, then definitely education, the teachers will respect, teachers will get a space for them to gain more respect and also to contribute more effectively in nation building. And I hope that our system will come up with a new system where people can pay their due respect, because respect has to be given where it is due, and teachers are the most deserving candidate of our respect.
Our teachers were not only imparters of knowledge, they were our guides, our parents, our friends, our philosophers. At that point in time, when young people's world was just opening up, our teachers were our windows to the world, and it is thanks to these teachers that we have been able to come thus far.
Time has changed the classroom. Voices have grown louder, patience thinner, and somewhere along the way, the quiet reverence for teachers has begun to fade. But even as respect feels distant, the meaning of a true teacher has not been lost. So we ask, what makes a teacher worthy of being remembered? Beyond time, beyond change.
They want to study chemistry, and so I told them that you can come this time. So they were saying, sir, we are doing study in the morning study, night study, we cannot come. They used to come morning 4:30 to my house to study chemistry. I used to teach them chemistry morning 4:30.
It's very difficult to describe, because a teacher has to play a very different role. You have to be planner, you have to be the guide, you have to be the counselor, you have to be there with them, we have to be there to nurture.
I used to take classes on holidays also, on Sundays also. And Sundays I used to call them for this doing practicals in the laboratory. So I used to teach them how to do titration, how to analyze this and that. First I used to teach them how to do it. What was the reason? Because when I was studying class 11, 12 in India, so our teachers were never coming and never telling what to do. We didn't know what to do. Okay. So when teachers, they used to tell that you see the book in the books and you go accordingly. So I used to call them, I used to teach them, even though this, they used to, they used to make some funny things also. And even though they were taking this hydrogen peroxide, okay, and it is used to bleach this and that, and it gives, it is, so I told them uses. So whatever chemicals were there, I used to put on the racks. So at least they can see, they can find out the uses, everything. They can know chemical name, common name, everything, okay. So after a few days, then I saw students are coming with the hairs, brown hairs. So I thought, what happened? So they told, sir, your hydrogen peroxide we have used nicely.
Sir will be busy there explaining the process, setting up all those tubes and all those things. Other friends will be on lookout for the hydrogen peroxide.
Well, a good teacher is someone who makes an impact in your life, not beyond the walls of the classroom, to be a better human or contribute to the society, community.
We have had teachers both from within Bhutan as well as from around the world. And among those many teachers who came to Bhutan, the majority has been from our neighbor and friend India. Many teachers came when they were very young, They grew old in Bhutan and retired back home in their very senior elderly years. And today, when we look back at how far Bhutan has come, it is thanks to the hard work, the dedication of these teachers.
Mr. RP Singh's journey in Bhutan came to an end in 2009 when he returned to India. But though he left the classrooms behind, he never left the hearts of those he touched.
아니 조답인데 영아야 토가도 고인데 야 나나쇼스 나나 오미스고 따마 레칠레실로라버지 공우 운이메슬라메데 지갈레 바이슬라페야시.
I'm so happy to see you so healthy.
I also feel very happy to talk with you.
I'm now teachers. I'm following your path, sir.
Okay.
Kadrinche, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Happy to meet you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
Okay, thank you.
I can still remember his last word before I left high school. Kinga, now you have finished your high school. You got through. So in life, you may be happy, you will do well, but never think that you are the best and you are the happiest person. And in life, you can also go through all the sufferings that difficult times, but never think that you are the worst person going through all the difficulties. So that there are always people who are going through much more difficult and the worse than you.
He was really what to say, a fine man, a gentleman.
I stayed there in the same house for 21 years. Same house, 21 years. But I miss, why not? Because there I passed only about 1/3 of my life. Happiness and sadness is a part of life. It comes in everybody's life. Only these things will be different.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir. Hope you are doing well.
Thank you, sir. I still remember and I still follow your advice.
I follow your path. So thank you very much and wish you a happy and healthy life.
And we remember you as a fine man. We shall remember you as a gentleman. We will keep on praying for your good health. Please stay well. And I'm sure that you're enjoying with the family now because you have sacrificed your family time. You have sacrificed your time to be with your beloveds during those times, just to be with us. And then I think you did good for us and for all of us.
Sir, thank you so much for everything. Stay young, stay healthy. We still love you.
What does a good teacher mean to you?
A good teacher means that who can change the life of students.